Welcome to another exciting edition of Celebs and Sports, where we find out from our favorite celebrities what actually they do know about sports. Today, I have an exciting guest, Mzbel, and I want you guys to go nowhere and find out just how much she knows about sports.
Make I show you my corner. Slowly. Take it on, baby. Slowly. Pull it on, baby. Slowly. Take it on, baby. Slowly. I want to feel your power. Chai, you're anaconda. Ride me like I be Honda. So baby, I want you to wonder. I go put in your legs on my shoulder. If you feeling my way, so you hold on. I go to open up my folder. If you feeling me, baby, so enter, I'll make you the browse. Oh yeah, browse, baby, so browse.
Hey guys, welcome back. Remember, I told you about this one particular guest that I've been combing everywhere trying to get. I have so many questions to ask her, but unfortunately, because the show is called Celebz and Sports, I'll have to restrict my questions, but I'll ask like some two before we get into the sports. Mzbel, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
How have you been?
Not bad, I'm okay.
What have you been up to?
A lot. Plenty. Songs, videos, projects, new business, a whole lot.
You have 3 kids now?
One biological.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know all 4.
Wow. Now you need to tell me how you're doing it.
It's not easy. It's very difficult, but it's just that I have a timetable that I follow. It works 70% of the time, but most of the time it's not easy. If you can see, I brought them here. From here, I have to take them. Okay, they don't swim here, so I have to take them for their swimming lesson and tennis. The other guy plays basketball, and I have to be there.
So you're a hands-on mother. And then with all your businesses?
Yes, it's not easy at all. Especially when they're on vacation, it's flexible.
Yeah.
But when they're in school, I have to time myself. 3 o'clock, I have to go and pick the small boy and then make sure I take him home, get his food and everything done, his bath. Then I leave him with the other brother and then go out to continue. So I've been managing.
Wow.
It is well.
Wow. And this is a side of you a lot of people don't even know.
Yeah, they don't know and they don't want to know.
Well, me, I want to know. But today we are here about sports, so we're going to get into sports. Tell me, what is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, I would say tennis.
Tennis. What about tennis do you love so much?
I love it. It looks nice.
Yeah.
And I believe it keeps the body fit and healthy. And so I started learning how to play tennis. It's been like a month and a half now, and I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying it.
Yes.
Who's your favorite tennis player?
Of course, Serena and Venus.
Wow. So,
but I swim too. I started learning how to swim too, so I can float for a few seconds. But my kids can swim like very well, but I cannot swim like them.
But a little birdie told me that you also are very knowledgeable in football.
No, they lied to you.
They lied to you.
I don't like football. I don't know anything about football.
But I'm sure you have a
The only, because I'm based in Accra, I would say hacks. I say hacks or say arts, or I don't even know what it's called. House of Oaks or something of Oaks. Yes. So I support them, but I've never even watched their.
I was going to ask you to sing the anthem, but if you don't know anything about it, not even the la.
No. I suppose. I don't know. I might end up singing Kotoko song, thinking it's art. But when Ghana is playing, I watch because that one is fun. The whole country is supporting them.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite club that plays outside?
I don't know. I hear people say Man U and I don't even know. I don't know what it is. Man City, Man U, Arsenal, whatever.
So you don't even have a favorite club outside? The football that you can't really...
I don't know. I don't know anything about...
But Black Stars too?
Oh, I know a few because they are controversial. So, so I know Asamoah Gyan.
Who's your favorite player?
Asamoah Gyan.
Why? Because he's also controversial.
He used to be my neighbor.
Wow.
His parents are still my neighbors. So yeah. And we're like close, so we're like brother and sister. But of late, I hardly see him.
Hey, that's why you're captain. Why is that?
I a customized captain band, so now you can be his friend.
So how do you think we can improve sports in Ghana? Make it a little bit more, maybe female?
Maybe to make it more interesting. I don't see people from Ghana playing tennis outside Ghana, you know, except...
Do you think that Ghanaians have like a prospect in
Or
playing tennis?
maybe there are people who do it, but it's just that the media don't follow them or the sports ministry don't show any interest in them. I don't know.
But you just told me that you swim, you're learning.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't swim good. I can float for a few seconds.
You can float
For a few seconds. So I'm learning. Because I don't have time. So once in a while when I'm available, I just go there.
and try and float.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we're going to go on a short commercial break. When we come back, I have a little surprise for you, which will involve some level of flotation and timing. We'll be right back. Now let's move on to our celebrity challenge. Hey guys, welcome to this exciting edition where our celebrities, we challenge them. Okay, Mzbel, I told you she can float for a few seconds. So we're going to put her to the test with our professional swimmer, Emmanuel. So guys, stay tuned. Congratulations! You won our challenge! Oh my God, thank you! You won this! A beautiful NASCO phone. Elite Q6. Oh yes.
For me?
For you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. We are in this together.
Then let's go in there together.
After that, we shut down
Can I
the
open
cameras
it?
because I'll drop. Absolutely. And show the world what you just won. Welcome back from that break. Like we always do, we have a segment where we dedicate to asking random sports questions to people on the streets. But we're going to start with Mzbel here first. Mzbel, are we ready for Footy Street?
I'll try. I don't know much about sports, but I'll try.
I'm sure you will do amazing. What is the name of Ghana's women's senior national team?
What?
What is the name of Ghana's women's senior national team?
Black Queens.
Name one Ghana Premier League team that plays its home games in Kumasi.
Kotoko.
And you said you don't know.
This one's the I know.
Who is the deputy captain of the Black Stars?
As an assistant captain. Dede Ayu.
What is the name of the Black Stars coach? The current coach. For
The
Black Stars.
black man. Ajima Kwesi Ajima Kwesi Apia.
All right. What is a goal kick in soccer? That's bad.
Goal kick. Penalty.
All right, it's a wrap, guys.
I got it right.
Oh, is it not Black Queens? This one there is cheap car.
The Black Queens.
For that one there, I don't know.
In Kumasi. Kotoko.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yeah, Tine Kotoko.
This is a tough one. The Black Star. I know that I don't know whether he's still the captain as Amajan. And deputy, this one I'll make I'll guess. The day are you?
The day are you?
I don't know.
Oh, a goal kick is when the ball goes, it doesn't go to inside it doesn't go to the pole and it goes over. It's a goal kick.
A goal kick is when the ball is gone over the post. Over. When you bring it back, that is why you kick the ball as a goal kick.
Yeah, so as a goal kicker, like say, maybe a ball na call out, not say team na 2, different opponent no, a ball extra food no, yes outside left or right to the back of the pool, there, and the opponent, that's why it's called the.
This is Weekly Fix with me, Alex. Zlatan Ibrahimovic takes on a freestyler. After a serious knee injury in his match-ended Manchester United career, many of us thought it would take a while before we see Zlatan with the ball again. But he surprised all of us when he appeared on Instagram with a freestyler doing kippy uppies. Clearly, he was outshined by the freestyler because he was a bit rusty. But he looks very good, and I'm sure we'll see him on the pitch real soon. Ousmane Dembele caught in training ground bust-up. Dortmund star Ousmane Dembele was seen in a training ground incident with goalkeeper Roman Berki. The striker had to be held back during his fiery exchange with goalkeeper Roman Berki. Of course, this incident is a little bit disheartening because Barca is planning on signing Dembele. And if these two can't get along, then I don't know what's going to happen. I hope these two can get along and work together. Well, let's see what's trending on social media.
They called him the next Pele. He racked up high-paying contracts. At just 16 years old, he became a millionaire when he signed a major contract with Nike. Fast, skilled, powerful, Freddie Adu had it all and was on his way to becoming an incredible player. But then, everything went wrong.
Everybody who has seen Freddie play talks of his raw, natural talent.
The young American made his professional debut with DC United when he was only 14. He quickly stacked up unbelievable performances in MLS and gained the attention of some of the biggest teams around the world. Manchester United, Real Madrid, Inter Milan. Everyone wanted him for themselves. Everyone, including Ghana, his native country, which tried to draft him for the 2006 World Cup. But Adu grew up in the USA and was, at heart, an American. Finally, it was brand names which got the rising star. and overwhelming attention from the media, which turned out to be deeply distracting.
And just go out there and play, and just have fun.
I found myself making appearances everywhere, for advertisements, for an enormous amount of interviews. All of this pushed me away from the field, even though I was still so young. People only saw me as a marketing product. Overcome by it all, Adu decided to refuse the major European teams, afraid he wouldn't be able to live up to his own popularity. He finally joined Benfica in 2007 on his mother's advice. It was the beginning of the end for the young upstart. In Portugal, Adu was a mere shadow of his former self. For him, the European dream just didn't exist. He left Benfica for teams in Monaco, Greece, Turkey, Brazil, Serbia, and Finland, all of which turned out to be disasters. More than 15 years after his big debut, the next Pelé had never lifted the World Cup. He hadn't won the Ballon d'Or. He hadn't taken home a single trophy from any championship. Worst of all, he'd been completely forgotten. In 2015, Adu returned to the States to be closer to his loved ones. He finally joined the USL Second Division, where no one seemed to know that this athlete could have had an exceptional career, were it not for all the media hype. Freddie, without a doubt, the greatest disappointment in the history of football. He had everything to become one of the greatest players of all time. Fast, strong, technical. Adriano was phenomenal. Some people saw him as a worthy successor to Ronaldo. At Inter Milan, the Emperor terrorized defenders and reigned over the Serie A. But a tragic event broke him for good. In 2004, his father died suddenly due to heart problems. He was only 44 years old. The news turned him into a ticking time bomb. Devastated, Adriano's life turned into a living nightmare. Inter legend Javier Zanetti can still remember it. He got a phone call from Brazil. Adri, Dad is dead. It was a heavy blow that proved to be insurmountable for the Brazilian. I saw him in his room. He threw the phone and started screaming. You couldn't imagine that kind of scream. I get goosebumps even to this day. Since then, nothing has been the same for Adriano. The crack even became depressed. Only alcohol could cure me. I only felt happy drinking. I turned up to training every day drunk. Adriano has never hidden how his father's death completely destroyed him, and he owns up to it, even though he's not proud of it. I arrived in unacceptable conditions every day, and so the club used to send me to sleep in the infirmary while they told the journalists that I had some muscle problems. Adriano was demotivated, depressed, dejected. Forced to return to Brazil for rehab, Adriano went back to Sao Paulo FC in 2007. But even at home, his dark side ended up catching up to him. Violence, clubbing, drugs, alcohol, orgies. Inter's crack didn't exist anymore. He even got into trouble with the law. During his trial for drug use, Adriano explained to the judge that it wasn't cocaine but large salt. Unlikely. When would the Emperor's fall end? For 10 years, Adriano was only a shadow of his former self. In 2017, media talked about him again. Photos showing his new life in Rio's favelas were published, and they went around the world. The photos showed the extent of his fall. He was seen with members of Comando Vermelho, the most violent and influential mafia in Brazil, an unimaginable career path for someone who had the potential to win the Ballon d'Or many times. I wasn't able to have a full career. Something happened that made me stray from football. I can say that it stopped halfway. His father's death destroyed him and left him to die. Ironically, Adriano was born on the same day as Michael Jordan, the fierce competitor and incredibly hard worker, crazy for the win. Like Jordan, Adriano had the talent to win everything, but he gradually lost his physical and mental strength. He could have become an international football icon, but his dream was short-lived.
Hope you guys had an amazing time on today's edition of Celebz and Sports with Mzbel. Catch us same time, same place at the Lazy Sports Complex for another exciting edition. Bye.
Oh.